All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have excellent news. I've been waiting on this for so long and finally it's here. We are going to talk about the update that was made to the Japanese website. Yes, I'm a little late. Let's play catch up. Before we get to the part that I actually want to talk about, I do want to highlight this other part that's very important as well. We have a tweet from King J, two of them that I want to highlight. It's showcasing the characters' heat moves. Yes, you can find all of them on this website, but all of them isn't really that important. Jun Kazama's was very important in terms of story. I talked about what the name of her attacks mean and what that can mean in terms of story. And seeing gods and demons being depicted on the walls within Tekken 8, that makes her moves having those names be that much more real. Go back and watch that video if you want to understand what I'm saying. But for Kuma and Panda, King J says they have different moves in heat according to Tekken 8 website. Another content creator, Rafflemonger, gives us a little bit more information. It says bare differences confirmed. Kuma holds mastery over the Wind Bear Fist and the Fresh Wind Bear Fist, while Panda at minimum in heat gets the Panda Shooting Star. Whatever that means, we don't know. But one thing that I do want to highlight is the differences that we thought they would have is nowhere near what we thought, like what it is. We thought Panda was going to be a Zhao Yu 2.0 and the same thing with Heihachi and Kuma, but that doesn't seem like it's the case. Their differences is kind of minimum. Me personally, I would say that's kind of a good thing because I know the bears, their usage is low and the people who do play them play both of them. And if you differentiate them too much, you can run into an issue where someone doesn't like one bear or the other, and maybe even both. You see what happened with Kunimitsu in Tekken 7 when they changed her fighting style. A lot of people didn't like it. So maybe less is more. But let's not focus on that. Let's talk about the website now. This website is also interesting. I did a video a couple of weeks ago and I was talking about how there was a section that said modes coming soon. We had no clue what this meant. I didn't want to speculate too hard and say team battle or something like that, Tekken bowling, because I just felt like if it was something of that caliber, they would have said it already, in my opinion. Now, even though Tekken Ball is one of the only game modes so far, Michael Murray did say that if the game is really successful, which I think we all agree it will be, they will probably add more, but this is just the start. For customizations is pretty straightforward as well. We know a lot about this. There's gameplay of it up already. But for those of you who don't know, you could change the ears, the hats, you could take off jackets, you could mismatch clothes, you could even take off your character's shoes. The bare feet customization. One thing I do want to highlight, I like here how the colors feel real. One thing that Tekken always struggled with is having all the greens be the same. You would have your pants be the same green and your shirt be the same green, and one would look like a neon light, like you're drifting in the street, and one would look like dirt. So the fact that they're kind of like making all of these a little bit similar means that your customization possibilities is just going to be that much more greater. Player match. This is what the video is about. Player match, aka lobbies, aka session, whatever name you want to call it. Here it is. It's back in Tekken 8 finally. Why I was so interested in seeing this is because Tekken 7 struggled with it. It's a great game, but you gotta call it how it is. Tekken 7 right now, if you join to lobbies or sessions, you're gonna have a huge problem. There's the blue screen bug, that's what we call it because there's no name for it, but basically it's like you're stuck in an infinite loading cycle and it's horrible. You also have the glitch where someone will have no connection and you can't match with them. There's the other issue where the person will have no connection, but then when you click on them, they have full connection. It's a lot of trickery and deception that's going on within the connection and stability of Tekken 7, and I hope Tekken 8 tackles all of that just from a connection standpoint. We're not even talking about the new things that they added in here to help or to enhance the experience. For leaderboards, this is pretty cool. I like looking at the leaderboards and just see where I fall as the Yoshimitsu versus where all the other Yoshimitsus fall. On Tekken 7, bro, I don't know about now because I barely play. I'm a content creator, but in my Back in my day, I was one of the top Yoshimitsus on Xbox. LOL Xbox. But bro, I like the rank, I like the leaderboards. It's making a return this time around, but also what you can do from the leaderboards is one, see what platform people are on, PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, but then you can also access people's AI ghosts. So if you want to see who's number one in the world on Tekken 8 and fight their ghosts, you can do it. That is the potential that this game is offering, and I think that's going to be fire. Just popping in and playing random ghosts, that's going to be fire. If you haven't noticed, all of these screenshots are in Japanese, so we can't really, well, I can't really read it and understand what the full capability. Luckily enough, there's a person on Twitter by the name of Shredell Charlie. This person gave us a translation of basically what all this stuff means, and I thank this person for this. On screenshot 1, you can see here it says session name, area, language, quality connection. 2-player battle mode is amazing. Basically what this is, it's a new feature that allows simultaneous battles. You know how you would just have to sit and spectate and wait for your turn? No longer is that the case. They're going the Street Fighter route where multiple matches can take place at a time. Here it says 2. I don't know if you could change it, and I think it is the limit of 2 because there's 8. So okay, that makes sense. But this time around, more people can fight and more people can get active. That's cool to see. The other thing that's new on here is the platform. You can set crossplay on or off, and you can decide if you want to let, the PC master race in or not. Me, bro, I'm turning it on. PC players are so arrogant, bro, and it's time you guys get clapped up. Once again, when you talk about the leaderboards, I'm going to be looking, bro, to see how many PC Andes is at the top of the leaderboards. You guys spend $5,000 on your PC to get clapped up by a $70 controller. Ridiculous. Let's continue. You can also set what they call a fair consecutive limit. Basically, this is a win limit. 3 wins and then you're back to the bottom. 5 wins, whatever. You can also do a passcode, so you can only access the lobby if you have a code. Everything else on here is the same as usual. The next screenshot basically just shows us what the session list will look like. If you could just imagine a bunch of different lists here, and you could just go down and you can see how many players, how many rounds they have set, what console, what platform, all of that stuff will be available. And once again, I hope this will be more like faster. I know Tekken 8 is just loading faster, period, but Tekken 7 navigating all of these systems, it could be more of a hassle than what's necessary, right? Okay, final screenshot here. This one is also very amazing. It gives us a actual look at the lobby you're sitting in. Session name, area, language, connection quality, rules, number of rounds, seconds per round, platform, passcode, crossplay, no passcode, first match. You can see everything. Close to me, electric, flash, boogaloo. What is that? What is that? That was the most randomest thing I've seen in years. Okay, you can also see here down at the bottom, you have the lobby. Now, in my experience, this is full with just straight madness, bro. When I be live streaming, I be wanting to turn it off, but you don't have the ability to because people are just spamming and they're just saying whatever. Will you be able to, spell out a slur and just put spaces in between them and still get the message across, or will Tekken 8 not allow that? I don't know. I know people are going to test it. I know it won't be 100% proof regardless because people are creative, and especially when they're motivated by negativity. But regardless, I hope they give people the option to deactivate it if it comes to that. You can also see some more information here down at the bottom. It says text, preset, emoji, window size, switch with some question marks, pool switch, window switch. No clue what that means. But at the top here is pretty interesting. It says player pools within one session. So there is 4 rooms that's all connected, A, B, C, and D. And within those 4 rooms, there's a total of 8 players. So 8 times 4, 32 players in total, and they could kind of bounce back and forth between these rooms is what I'm understanding, but maybe that's not what they're trying to say. If you just look at the L1 and R1 and then A, B, C, D, I mean, it would make sense that it's like that. Or here's a better guess. What if this is a better way of switching between lobbies? So you know how if you're in a lobby and people are starting to leave, or let's say you're going up against a Paul Phoenix and you're like, I'm tired of this. Instead of backing out and researching, maybe you will just be able to just hit R1 and then switch over to a new lobby. That's probably what they're saying here. What we can see here on the website looks great, but playing it and experiencing it will give us a true representation of what they're offering. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and bye-bye.